This is the Samsung Galaxy A16 and this is the Redmi Note 14. They are both similarly priced smartphones, but ultimately, which one should you buy? Let's talk about it. First of all, the unboxing experience. I can boldly say the Redmi Note 14 beats the Samsung Galaxy A16 hands down when it comes to unboxing experience. The Redmi Note 14 comes with everything you would need in the box, while the Samsung Galaxy A16 comes with just the phone and the USB-C cable. So I don't need to tell you who won in this category. It is very easy. When it comes to design, both devices have different design language going for them. The Redmi 14 has this generic iPhone design, which I complained a lot about in my full review. You should definitely check it out. While the Samsung Galaxy A16 has this particular design language going for them across their devices, and they are willing to stick to it. The Redmi design is not a bad design, but at the same time, it's not a great design. But Samsung nailed it every time with this design of their phones. And this one is not an exception. It is clean, it is catchy, and the camera arrangement is top class. Both devices are made of plastic with flat frames that makes them durable and easy to hold in the hand. We also get matte finish on both phones, which helps to prevent fingerprint smudges at the back of the phone or even around the camera. And talking of camera, both devices have triple camera setup, but we'll talk more on the camera later. And oh, the price, I almost forgot. Both devices is around $150 and that's around 250,000 naira. And as the video progresses, I want you to also be thinking in your mind, which device do you think is better? Now let's get back to the video. If you love listening to music like me, the Redmi Note 14 is a better option because it comes with dual camera setup compared to the mono speaker setup on the Samsung Galaxy A16. 2 is always better than 1. And yes, the Redmi Note 14 has an IR blaster, which is very useful to control home appliances in the absence of a remote. But unfortunately, we got none on the Samsung Galaxy A16, which is not really a deal breaker, but it is fine and it is very useful if you have it. And yes, both devices have fingerprint scanner. The Redmi Note 14 fingerprint scanner is an under-display fingerprint scanner, while the Samsung Galaxy A16 fingerprint scanner is a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which they both have their pros and cons. For the Samsung Galaxy A16, it is kind of slower to the Redmi Note 14 because under-display fingerprint scanner will always be faster than side-mounted fingerprint scanner. But I think I prefer the fingerprint scanner on the Samsung Galaxy A16. Let me explain. If your phone should break or get damaged or your screen should break, you will not be able to access your phone on the Redmi Note 14 because if your screen should break, the fingerprint scanner might not work. But if your phone should break on the Samsung Galaxy A16, you will still be able to access your phone because the fingerprint scanner will surely work because it's a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. But the Redmi Note 14 fingerprint scanner is always like way faster, a little bit faster because optical fingerprint scanner is better than side-mounted fingerprint scanner. So, but overall, be careful. That's just the main point of that. Let's quickly talk about their displays. The Redmi Note 14 is no doubt the best looking display at first glance. Even on paper, because of the symmetrical bezels, the modern hole punch cutouts, even its 120Hz refresh rate compared to the Samsung Galaxy A16. And it even has the 1800 nits peak of brightness compared to the 1000 nits on the Samsung Galaxy, and the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for protection on the Redmi 14. So overall, the Redmi 14 has the better refresh rate, the better brightness, the better protection, and the better look aesthetically. But in the real world use, trust me, if you watch a lot of movies, you will prefer the Super AMOLED display on the Samsung Galaxy A16. There's just something about Samsung's screen. It is more colorful, it is more saturated, the blacks are deeper. It just looks good and better compared to the Redmi 14 display, in my own opinion. It doesn't mean that the Redmi 14 is a bad display. It's not just as good as the Samsung Galaxy A16 display in the real world setting. Of course, you miss some feature like the always-on display feature, you miss the symmetrical bezels, but you notice that after living with this device for some time, you can actually live without it. That's my own opinion. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Both devices are powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 chipset. The Redmi has Ultra at the back, but trust me, it's all just marketing strategy. Whether you are scrolling through social media or multitasking or even gaming, you are going to have the same experience on both devices. Even the Geekbench says the same. Performance is solid for this price, don't get me wrong, but they are all the same. So this one is pretty straightforward. There's no winner in this category. They are both running the same processor or chipset, however you call it. The department that is not that straightforward is the software. It is One UI versus Hyper OS. In fact, the area where the Samsung shines is in the software department. With Samsung promising 6 years of software updates compared to the 1 or 2 or 3 years we are getting on the Redmi Note 14, it definitely means you can hold onto the Samsung Galaxy A16 a little longer than the Redmi Note 14. And yes, we have no bloatwares, we have no ads popping up on the Samsung Galaxy A16. But on the other hand, with the Redmi Note 14, we have bloatwares, we have ads popping up, which is annoying, but you can always uninstall them. But on the Samsung Galaxy A16, you don't have to go through all those stress and process. But we still don't have the screen recorder on this device. And at this point, it's already getting embarrassing. We all know AI is everything that is happening in the world right now. And Samsung being at the forefront of this AI, whatever, it is unfortunate that Samsung does not even prioritize AI for any of their lower end A series at all. Not even circle to search, not even sky replacements. All of these which the Redmi Note 14 has, like, it is very, very bad. Like, come on, Samsung. Give us at least circle to search on the Samsung Galaxy A16. If Samsung is watching this or anybody working at Samsung, please help me tell them that at least they should give us circle to search on their lower end A series, or just something as simple as sky replacement, just any AI feature per se. It would not even hurt their bank account. The Redmi Note 14 and the Samsung Galaxy A16 both have triple camera setup. And without beating around the bush, here is their specs. The Samsung Galaxy A16 takes the better picture. In fact, one of the best in this price range for the rear and for the front camera. And I think most of the reason is coming from the software processing. The Redmi Note 14 comes super close because of that 108 megapixel camera. It produces great images, but a little bit behind the Samsung Galaxy A16. The A16 also has the ability to capture wider shots thanks to the ultra-wide camera, which is lacking on the Redmi Note 14. I always tell people, if you should see a nice picture, it is always 80% software, 20% hardware. Think about it. For videos, both phones can record up to 1080p 30 frames per second max, and quality is very close to one another. But the Samsung Galaxy A16 takes the edge again for the videos. Lastly, the battery, and this one is pretty straightforward. The Redmi Note 14 has a bigger battery, coming at 5500 mAh battery, while we have the standard 5000 mAh battery on the Samsung Galaxy A16. And as I said before, it is straightforward. The Redmi Note 14 will definitely last you longer compared to the Samsung Galaxy A16. It is that easy. And both phones will last you the entire day, depending on your usage. However, charging is not the fastest on both phones, but the Redmi Note 14 edges it with a 3-watt charger, and it will take about 1 hour 20 minutes to charge the battery, but thankfully we get that in the box. While on the Samsung Galaxy A16, it only supports 25 watts of fast charging, and it will take about 1 hour 20 minutes also to fully charge your device. But unfortunately, we don't have the charger in the box, and this is where Oraimo comes in. You can grab a charger from Oraimo, and by using the discount code I showing on the screen right now, you'll be getting a 5% discount. And if you ask me, 5% discount in this economy is a big deal, so you are welcome. But obviously, the Redmi Note 14 takes this one. Bigger battery, better charging experience, which is better fast charging, and we even have the charger in the box, so it is very, very easy. So which is a better device? That's the question. First of all, if your top priority in a smartphone is great display, fantastic camera, software support, pick up the Samsung Galaxy A16 and don't look back. But if your top priority is aesthetics, AI features, bigger battery, faster charging, pick up the Redmi Note 14 and don't look back. But I made a detailed review on both devices. I'll link it in the description below. You should definitely watch both of them. That is my final thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy A16 and the Redmi Note 14. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel to support us, and again, if you want to watch the detailed review on the Samsung Galaxy A16, you can click on this video here. Or if you want to watch a detailed review on the Redmi Note 14, you can click on this video here. And as always, love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.